Hello, today we are going to go over the Doodle program for scheduling purposes. So let's go through what you get with the free. So you're going to go to doodle.com and you're going to get a page like this. This try it free button is going to take you directly to forming a group poll. This is good if you're only going to use it like one time, but for most people or schedulers or office managers and such, they're going to want to go ahead and hit this little sign up button and create an account. It is free, and if you're going to be using it more than once, I would go ahead and create an account. I already have an account, so I'm just going to go ahead and log into mine. It is, again, completely free if you want it to be. There is the page subscription. That comes with more features that I can kind of highlight, but for most people, I think the free one's going to be fine. So there are 3 features. There's a group poll, the one-on-one meeting, and the booking page, and I'm going to go through each one. The group poll is for more than just the one-on-one meeting, right? This is for a handful of people, but not many. So for an example, we're going to put monthly meeting. A monthly staff meeting. Try to be specific in your titles because you never know how many they're going to get. In the description, I would like to put, please give your input on when you would like to have staff meetings. Okay, obviously this is would happen in the office, but if it were to happen at a different location, you can put it here, as well as video conferencing. We won't need that for this, but the free one comes with Zoom and Google Meets, which is what most people use. There's also the Team Meets and WebEx if you pay for Pro. So you would just select that, and you would add your Google Calendar, and it would automatically put the link in. Otherwise, you just keep going. You get to choose what your time duration is here. We're gonna put, let's go with the custom and do like 45 minutes for a staff meeting is plenty. And I'm going to give them multiple options on this one, and I'll show you a different way. So for this one, let's say like a Monday or a Friday of this month, or Monday or Wednesday of next month. And then I can say can't we could do like 9 a.m. or a midday meeting would be good. How about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, or end of day meeting at like 5 o'clock. Okay. So if you hit this, you can assign specific times to specific days. We'll do that in the next one, but this is what I'll show you what this is going to look like. Some of the pro settings are setting a deadline, or limiting participants, automatic send-outs, hiding participation lists, removing ads, which would be nice, or like unlimited participants, which would be great if you're going to be using this a lot, or for like those really big companies where you don't want to go through and see who hasn't put in their input, but for most people that's not going to be needed, so just go ahead and create. Okay, so this is what their options. They're going to have the options of those 3 times for all 3 of those days we selected, and then they could go through. So if you hit the preview button, you're going to be able to see what they're going to see. Right, now that might be a lot of options for some people, like the scrolling, but that's okay. Close the preview. You would edit if you need to. The More button gives you the email invitation, so here you can either individually type emails or connect to your contacts, and it'll send it out for you, or you can hit the Share Invite button and it'll automatically copy it to your clipboard, and you can put it in a pre-existing email or group chat or team or whatever, what have you. So here we're going to go back to dashboard. And that's what it's going to show. We didn't invite anybody, but if anybody gave their input, it would show it here. I'm just going to delete that real quick to show you a couple different things. So you have 2 options. You do always have to go to the dashboard, so if you don't have anything, you can create it from here. This booking page always shows up, or you can hit this little create button. So we're going to hit the create one-on-one, and this is really good for those lunch meetings with a colleague that you haven't seen in a while, or a particular administrator that you need to catch up with. Put the description as what you're hoping to accomplish. Again, location, you could put the diner or a couple different options, I guess. I would leave this up to them. Personally, I'm going to say it's going to be 60 minutes. If you notice, I could set it for 6 to 12. That's a different feature. So let's say I have Tuesday at 11 in particular, or I have the 27th at 12 or 1. So that's how you would set particular times and particular days. You could either do it from the weekly view, or you could do this one. You can select multiple days and put them all, or just individual times for set days. Again, you still have the pro ones. It's already linked to my calendar, and I'll show you how to do that. And I'll get into these custom fields. You do have custom questions if you'd like. So we're going to create an invite. I could put, where would you like to as one of those questions, and don't require it, and they can give that input. This is what's available. And if I go ahead and hit preview, this is what they're going to see. So I had the 24th at 11 or the 27th at 12 or 1, whichever works for them. This one-on-one is going to be really good for removing the back and forth of, well, when are you available, when are you available, because you could just, hey, this is what I have available, and you pick the time. So I could really see this feature being utilized quite a bit. Go back to the dashboard. You're going to see that, and so it would let me know who responded and who didn't. At this time, I'm going to create a new booking page. So the booking pages are really cool. This could be used for a lot of different things. For this one, let's do yearly evaluations. So, please schedule your yearly evaluation with me. As soon as possible. Okay, so that's going to let them know. That's, that pops up. Again, location, if it's somewhere out of office. I'm going to put that it's 30 minutes long. You could customize it as I showed you before, but I'm going to put 30 minutes. And the reason for that is a feature I'm going to do in a minute. So if this is only going to be scheduled for the next week or month, or if I want it scheduled 9 months from now, then I could set that, right? But if I put no limit or custom date range, say I have to have those yearly evaluations in by December 1st. So I'm going to say November 30th is the last day I can do it, and that starts tomorrow. All right. So we automatically have 9 to 5. If I need to change it, I can here on each one. And then if I change it on one of them, I can hit the little copy button and change it for all of my availability or just to specific days. It's entirely up to you. They automatically make the weekends unavailable as well. So you would just flip this little switch and it'll match that, or you can edit it. I'm going to leave it as it is, and then I'm going to change some power settings. So the power settings, I can change the intervals of these meetings. So say they last every 30 minutes, 30 minutes, but I only want them available every hour, or I want them available every 5 minutes, so people can set it to their particular time frame. Maybe they have to meet at 9:10, right? So we could do it that way. I'm going to keep them the same as the event duration, just because it makes it easy and clean. I'm also going to set this buffer to 30 minutes. So if my 30-minute meeting runs over at all, I have this 30-minute buffer time, and that's, to prepare for those runovers or set up for the next meeting or file paperwork, whatever I need to do, that automatically does that. And they have to give me at least a day notice. So no scheduling on the 30th for the 30th, right? Like I should at least know before. If you want to get really particular, you could set how many bookings you have per day, 10, 5. That'd be good for different events. And if you haven't already, you're going to want to connect a calendar. So you would hit add to calendar. You could set a particular one, or up here in your account settings, you would link your calendar. And I'll show you why that's super important and really useful in a minute. And that's going to be, again, for your assistants and your office managers. And enable booking reminders so they get a notification. So back to the custom fields. So here, you know, I could put, besides their email, I want their cell phone if it's a different thing. But I'm going to put position and company, because for an evaluation, their position might be very important detail to know ahead of time to prepare for that evaluation. I'm going to hit add. Oh, not again. So now that's automatically added. I'm going to hit create booking page. Alright, so I have the link sharing enabled, so I can share it to whoever I need to. And again, this is the view that they are going to have. Okay, so they can set it whatever day they need and pick a particular time. Now you might notice a time is missing right here, right? My 12 o'clock is missing. 12 to 1 with that 30-minute buffer. And the reason for that is I already have my schedule set on my Outlook, so I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to log out of this, and there's a reason why. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to. So I copied that thing. I'm going to paste it right here, the link for the booking page. And now I'm on what they would have, right? So this is how they're going to book. They would take a particular day, let's say the 27th, and they want the 1:30, right? So let's put John Doe and just a filler email. We'll say office manager. They're going to book it. Now, they are going to get this sent to their email that they put in that box, right? They're going to get a copy. But I am also going to get an email. I'm going to go ahead and go to my email. And you will see that I got this email. Now, I get this email that says, oh, hey, John Doe scheduled from 1:30 to 2. He's a problem, right? Like, I know he's a problem. This meeting's going to go over. Or that time doesn't work for me because I actually had a lunch meeting scheduled that day that's going to go late. So I go into my calendar. That was automatically added to my calendar because I linked it, which was super useful for anybody that does a lot of appointment scheduling. To automatically have it linked is really nice. But say that doesn't work for me. So I can come in here and I can adjust it and be like, actually it needs to go 2. Now it's automatically going to adjust the end time because I said 30 minutes. But if I needed to, I'm like, nope, he's going to take an hour because he's a problem, right? I'm going to go ahead and say I had to reschedule. And I can leave my note right here. Right, so let's insert note as to why. Right, you would want to put why you're rescheduling. Be polite, reschedule. And then I'm going to hit send update. Even though it doesn't have any of the things it's going to. So that's automatically going to send to whatever email John Doe put on file. And it updated here. But it also updated my calendar here. So if I go back to my login, and just for the purposes of showing you all, okay, so I go to my login and it shows me that somebody responded and we go to that 27th. So my lunch is still, because I had scheduled my away for lunch every day, is still blocked out. And then it adjusted the times going forward for that time of appointment that I adjusted. So there's that. It's very, very useful. And then if I go to dashboards, you know, I can see one calendar synced. Here's, it'll summarize my appointments here as well. So there you have it. There's the Doodle features on the FUI, and I hope this helps. Okay, have a great day.